Good morning. I've just stopped for a little coffee. This is what Mrs. Old Man gave me for Christmas. Little tiny taster cups of coffee. Anyway, I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago which has played on my mind. The chap I was speaking to said, because I was talking about public photography, and he said it was illegal for me to take pictures of people in public, that I have to ask their permission before I take a picture. Well, that's wrong. That is completely wrong, 100% wrong. There is no expectation of privacy in public, except of course in a doctor's surgery, or queuing in a queue for a bank machine, or in a phone box, a public phone box, or a public toilet. There are places where you might expect privacy. If you're queuing at a bank machine, then you don't want someone filming over your shoulder. Although, if you're that stupid enough to show them your PIN code, then that's up to you. But yes, the police have said there is no law that prevents, prohibits and stops public photography. In fact, the police encourage public photography. Every time there's an incident, you hear the police asking for dash cam footage, anyone that's got footage, photographs of an event that happened, to help them investigate. People take photographs in places like Flamingo Land, Legoland, Disneyland, all these theme parks, zoos, and there's hundreds of people in the background. You don't expect to have to go and ask everybody in Disneyland if you can take a picture, just in case you get them in the background. It's a given, and that's on private land. So why should it be any different in public? Down a high street, or out on my bike, or wherever. If I want to take a picture in public, then there's no law that can stop me. And there's plenty of websites out there that will tell you exactly the same thing. You can take pictures of adults, you can take pictures of children, as long as it's not obscene and you're not seen to be stalking. But if you take a picture of High Street and there's kids in the picture, then that's perfectly legal. You're not doing anything wrong. Not that I go around deliberately taking pictures of children, because that would be weird. But if I'm out in public and I take a picture, then I'm not worried of who's in the background. I just take a picture of what I want to see. I took pictures when we had a display in town centre of poppies overflowing through a window, down the building and onto the ground. And there were people around, and not a word was said, because that's public photography. Anyway, that's I kind of got it off my chest now, I suppose. But yeah, it does. I just do not understand where this fear of cameras come from. Right? It's not even data protection. Data protection applies to businesses, people like the police and hospitals, and any other company that might deal with your personal information. So data protection laws do not apply to individuals like you or me. It just beggars belief where this fear of cameras come from. When I was a kid, you used to act up. If someone had a film camera, you'd act up, wouldn't you? You'd be a bit silly in front of the camera because it was something special and exciting. And yet all of a sudden, people are beginning to believe that you need permission to film in public, and you can't take pictures of public property. Well, unfortunately you can. I can take pictures on this boat, and I can, even though this is a private business, I'm allowed, under the contract, I am allowed to take pictures on board, as long as I don't reveal the company's business. Now, I've not mentioned once the company's name, and I've not mentioned once the company's business. I may have shown pictures of the boat and other boats working, but it's no worse than if you'd taken a long lens camera from the beach to see the action going on, because it's all out in public. But I haven't mentioned, nor will I mention, what my company's name is or what my company does. All you need to know is that it's a boat. It's a small tugboat. Anyway, that's coming up to 6 minutes of rant, and I do feel better for letting that out. People need to know that public photography is not a crime. It's the Pinac movement. Photography is not a crime. Okay, bye.